him here. But since we are part of what he encouraged us to be part of, which we'll be telling you as we continue with the conversation, that's why we are here again. And I believe that there is something that the Lord has for us to learn from today's episode. We are talking about surviving those financial storms. And sometimes I feel like a big percentage, if you take 10 people and ask who here is financially stable, I don't know how many will raise their hands up. I feel like most people will just say, I'm struggling, or maybe I'm in a financial storm, I'm in debt, I'm in this. So I believe that this conversation is timely, and especially now that students are going back to school, it is important for us to have a discussion around this, to know that a financial storm does not have to last. You know, you can get out of it, and there is good tidings on the other side. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Of course, George is going to be helping us with this conversation, and I think we need to mention that George is in fact an elder. Is it at Sitam, Sitam Thika Road. Yes, I still remember that detail that you added. But anyway, let the people know who George is.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
To have had my phone on.
Yes.
I received the invitation to come back here. I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
Yes.
Impacting the souls out there with the word. I'm happy that the topic today is also very, very relevant. And it touches on the experiences people are going through at such a time like this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So my name, for those who've not met me before, is George Oyuga. Yeah, in the church circles, I serve as an elder at Sitam Thika Road. In the business side, I serve as a director, retirement solutions at Kuza Asset Management. Yeah, so Kuza is licensed to provide investment solutions as well as retirement saving plans by both Capital Markets Authority and Retirement Benefits Authority. Yeah, so those who are conversant with money markets, I am sure they always start searching us from the top of the list. So that's what we do. We nurture people's lives. Because from the word Kuza, it means nurturing. So we nurture people's financial journeys to just help them dance with their money better.
I love that. We'll be touching that dance with their money.
Yes.
I love that, and how we'll be able to dance with the money. And it's a pleasure to have you, George, as always, because of your impact as well in our lives, but also in the lives of our viewer as well. Help us as we lay the foundation of today's conversation. When we talk of financial storm, exactly what do we mean? And as a follow-up to that, you can answer the both of them as we define financial storm, but also to an average person. How do I actually realize that I'm actually in a financial storm?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in simpler terms, a financial storm would be a situation or a season when the math is not math. And at times it is because of our own doings. And also at times it is because of factors that are beyond our control, which in financial planning, we always say that we also need to prepare for such times. The Bible praises the tribe or the sons of Issachar and says that they knew the times and they knew what ought to be done. So within the entire financial spectrum, we have different stages. There is the stage where you are creating the revenue generations, relationships. Maybe you are employed, how are you relating with your employer? You are in business, how are you relating with your clients? Those relationships, when nurtured, they give rise to one to be able to earn. So it gets you to the next level, which is earning. So in that earning also, how do you manage the money that comes into your hands? Success is not in how much you get. Success is in how you manage the much that lands into your jurisdiction as a steward. Then if you manage that very well, it gets you to the next level, which is the level of savings. When you save, then you are able to prepare for such moments, like the financial storms we're talking about. You're also able to prepare yourself for opportunities that then come in, and you spring in very fast and take charge of those moments. Then beyond savings, then we have investments. At that point now, you've had a chance to convert that earning you had into an asset that now will be generating its own income as well. And that is where everybody should always strive to be. So once you get yourself there, then the platform of wealth now becomes very easy. So if you look at the hierarchy of all that, I've actually done wealth, W at the top, I investments, S savings, E earnings, R revenue relationships. So that is the wiser model that I like talking about. So when something is not working in any of these platforms, then the propensity to be now faced with a financial storm is very, very true. Because somebody may be struggling because they are at the earning stage, and for many people, maybe the problem may not be the sources of revenue. The problem may be how do they dance with the revenue that lands in their hands. Because if a lot of money would make everybody successful, then today the richest people in Nairobi will be starting with those who've earned charity sweepstakes and all those things. And what wakuwekelea, the betting guys would be topping the list. So at the end of the day, it is not so much how much one earns. So people have different struggles in different levels. In all these arenas that I've talked about, people struggle in different ways. And the best way to be able to work very well across all those platforms is through financial literacy. And that's one thing that we are big in, because we believe that best sailors are known when the sea is rough.
Oh, best sailors are known
when the sea is rough.
Yes.
I'm taking that to the
bank. Not when things, when the water
are easy, you would not know who is who. Exactly,
But I would love for us to ask ourselves this question. Not many would have it in mind, but I'm thinking of the financial storms that people may overlook. Because sometimes you think you're doing very well financially because maybe your bank account is okay. You have just received your salary, but sometimes a storm is just brewing and it's on the way. So what are some of the financial storms that people don't see them as storms? They are mostly overlooked, but then could be detrimental to their financial wellness.
I've been privileged to do some boat rides. In some places where there are much water.
You know them.
Now, when you are in such a space, one of the things they normally recommend is a life jacket or a floater. And you'll discover that even in the most enjoyable things like taking a flight, before anything happens, you are actually given instructions and everything. Switch off everything. Let's listen to what these guys are saying. What are they telling you? They are telling you that in the event of a risk, these are the exits. There's some here and some at the back. Is it?
Yes.
That is what you get to know. And they also get to know where the life jacket is. So in the financial journeys, most of the time people operate without life jackets. And that one to me would be what we call an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a fund that should be at the threshold of 6 times your monthly earnings to guarantee you that should a storm come, you will be able to navigate the next 6 months without changing anything and also absorbing all the shocks that come to you. So that is one area where people do not really pay so much attention about. That can I build, or should I, my first priority should be, let me build my emergency fund, and the threshold is 6 months. So in those 6 months, you stay in the same place, you will eat the same meals, your kids will go to school the same place, you will be able to manage life, and of course, the only thing that will be different is that your knees will be working harder as you pray for the next open door. And I'm sure God listens. When we seek, we find. When we knock, the door opens. And we get ourselves 6 months down the line with good, not good prayer, but with prayer. Something somewhere normally comes in. It's not exactly what you may be wanting, but at least a means of fulfilling the promise that our God will supply all our needs according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus.
Yeah.
That comes, Yeah. So we may struggle with what we want, but not so much what we need.
Yeah.
So if 6 months down the line you had an emergency fund, then it gets you there.
Yeah.
That's why we tell people who even come to us, I would want to invest. We tell them investment is at a higher level. Let's first of all discuss savings. And in savings, these are the spaces where you can put your money.
Yeah.
Don't put your money here, maybe don't bank. Yeah. Even in the Bible, in the parable of the talents, when the guy who had 1 talent was being rebuked, he was given banking as the option that he could have done.
At least.
So what I interpret by that is that banking is the least is the least that anyone should be able to do with their monies. And that's where financial literacy then opens our minds and we are able to get there. The other pitfall that people don't see quite often is this fulfilling our immediate gratifications. And at times, it is not because we saved for what we wanted. It is because what we wanted was available in advance. And so we are able to finance it through other sources. We get that thing in advance. And then as we enjoy it, we are paying for it slowly. And there are people who even come out and they would want to look at those things that have been financed that way as very, very huge testimonies.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is that they actually acquire them at almost 2 or 3 times more than what they could have acquired them at if they opted to save. So save for what you need. That is one of the things that we tell people.
Yeah.
Because right now, the challenge people have, actually, the biggest stress is around how do we manage our debts. And if your debt was not taken for something that was an investment or to buy an asset, you instead bought a faucet. Faucets are things that look like assets, but we simply just use them to floss around. They don't make us any income. So if you're to list whatever you own and it does not make you anything, then yes, you have some faucets.
Have a faucet there.
Yeah, so I'm looking at your phones and I'm wondering whether did you buy a camera that can call or did you buy a phone that can take photos?
We are going to discuss the process. Oh, yeah. Those are some of the sobering questions that also we need in our lives. I'm listening to you, George, and then there's this person. For them, they are like, for me, I think I have been in this storm from day one. And so for them, as we are talking about the 6 months and the emergency kitty and all, for them they are even telling us, you people, even what the so-called hand to mouth is not even existing in my life. How and where should such a person start?
I think such a person needs to have a very sober review. There's something I do called financial therapy. So what we do is get you into the triage room. In the triage room, we start by taking your temperature, pressure, and all that. So as we do that, this person needs to analyze and get actually what I would call the initial report of where they are. To say if it is my debt position, is it red? Is it at amber? Is it at green? Check everything. Then you realize that if you discover that you are in a pit, the best thing is to stop digging. That is the first step. Stop accumulating more debt. That is number one. And then if it's maybe they are not in debt per se, but they boarded some investment in quotes, vehicles that they think and feel maybe it was not the best decision, then again someone said that if you discover that you boarded the wrong train, alight at the next station. Why? Because the longer you take to alight, the more expensive your return trip will be. And that's why when we discover such things, it's because maybe our eyes have been opened at how we've been diagnosing our life problems. And at times we confuse things. Most common one is confusing the aspect of a house and housing.
A house and housing.
Yes, because anyone who celebrates that they have a house but they have a mortgage, it simply means they've changed their landlord.
Oh,
to the bank.
Wow. That's an ouch moment.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you've simply changed your landlord.
Yeah.
And most of the times, if you look at it, you'll discover that, and I'll give examples that also display where we need to put our faith.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about maybe you've taken a mortgage of around 20 million, for example, to buy a house somewhere in some gated community. Your new landlord will demand monthly payments of up to around 240,000 or so. If you were to rent that house, you'd actually be renting it at around 80,000. You see, just the reality of the way things are.
Yeah.
Mortgage option would be the most expensive way to pursue to tick the housing box for you. And that's just one example. There are many others. There are people who confuse schooling with education. You know?
Yeah.
You know, even in the Bible, we see such things coming up. Yeah. Here is the greatest teacher, Rabbi himself, and he's having students, and he is with them for the same period me and you take to do our master's course, around 3 years.
3 years.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then they perceive these people as of little education. They were wrong. Because these guys were under the greatest teacher.
Yeah.
So education-wise, they tick the box. What they did not have may have been the schooling, because means the formal system had not seen them pass by.
Yeah.
So those are the same things that even today are confusing most parents, because you are chasing schooling. All you want is, I went to school in groups. I want my child to go to a group of schools.
Yeah.
So we end up putting our our education budget.
Went in groups. I got that.
We are managers. We went to school in groups. We don't know about business.
We don't know about her, but for us,
we know. We
went in groups.
We went to school in groups.
Yeah.
Not group of
No.
So if we confuse those two, then at the end of the day, our budget may be so high, yet what we are ticking the box on is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
You see? So those are examples. Even in my earlier joke, did you buy a camera that can call?
Yeah.
Or did you buy a phone that can take photos?
Yeah.
So many things, is it? Is my problem getting from here to here? Not exactly how I arrive.
Yeah.
Because from here to town, you can arrive on a chopper. The most expensive contract you will sign, is it?
Yeah.
But you can also decide that I have two resources in my hands. One of them, and both of them, in terms of currency, they both feature. Time is money, somebody said. So I can decide, let me spend 20 minutes and I'll be in town. Or take a cab. I'll spend less, but I am less time, but more money. So all those decisions, people need to keep on making what is prudent for you and what fits your time. Don't do things that are dictated by what other people would want to say or where you'd want them to place you.
Yeah. And let's talk about the place of budgeting and financial planning to ensure we don't find ourselves in financial storms.
Good. As I said earlier on, the first objective is to always ask yourself, God, give me the wisdom to convert everything that I am receiving into an asset. It may not be 100%. And what I love about the Bible is that the Bible even calls things like some gave 30-fold, some 60. Means that even that 30% achievement in our financial space is on the positive, you know? So if you are able to even get out of all the income you have received to convert up to 30% into a saving, later on when you achieve your savings threshold, you will now explore higher and go into investments. And that's where we say that if you are having an income consistently, but you do not operate a budgeting tool, then you are like someone who is walking around blindfolded. Because what that will get you is that your money is not in a container that can be shaped. And money is so fluid such that it's like water. It takes the shape of the container it has been put into. Yeah, that's why the time you are earning 10,000 shillings and you struggled describing yourself as hand to mouth, is it?
Yes.
Even with 100K, you will still find yourself there. Because there are these disciplines we talked about. In the arena of your earnings dance, are you able to channel all your earnings into a particular shape and use a budgeting tool? The most common we recommend is to say, use the 50-30-20 model, where 50% should be able to take care of all your expenses within the month to get you to now the next level of earning. It may come in cycles. Many people earn monthly, others earn weekly and the like. So plan it that way. 30% should go into your savings. And then 20 can now go to either pay loans, and if you are not there, either you are also philanthropic, you're giving, or if not, then you've started an investment pot as you continue. Because at the end of the day, we are Africans, we are social. Everything you earn today, it's not going to be consumed by you 100%.
No.
You have other people. I know we've christened this now as black tax, but at the end of the day, it's just appreciating that we are social beings, Yeah, so we cannot exist alone. Yeah. As soon as your data is on, there's someone who wants you to join some WhatsApp group and help them with something, And because we say this, when a storm comes, it doesn't choose who to, it covers the entire. So if we are in a storm, it means that we all operating in this economy are actually feeling the pinch at some point. To some people who didn't prepare well, maybe were not guarded very well, chances are that the storm hits even more severe. So that would be the advice to people, that please try as much as possible to be the driver of your monies, direct where it's going. Because there are people, in finance we say you can either choose to be an auditor of your own money or to become the financial manager. So if you're the finance manager, you'll be directing your money where it should go. But if you're the auditor, you'll be tracing where it went. I know where my money went.
You're trying to trace and look at where did
so that's
I,
different. That's different. So choose to be the finance manager. If not, then you'll end up being a cashier. And with the cashier is that you've received your kasalo from Hope TV. Then what do? Whistle, everybody line up. So if the queue is longer than the money, the last person will get a story and a promise. To wait for the next season.
For the next year. Wow.
Powerful.
Being a financial manager of your own finances. Avoid being that cashier. Or even an auditor. That is even worse, So this is the conversation we are having this morning. Financial, storms, and how are we able to survive the financial storms. And we are hosting this morning Mr. George Oyuga, coming to us from the Kuza Management Limited. And I know that we are being challenged in a way, with lots of love as well, so that we become better people, we become better stewards of however small that we have been given. I love it when you said, even if you are given 100,000, if you are not able to take care of the 10,000 bob that you had been given earlier, trust you me, even with 100K, it will still be a tall order. So you can be part of this conversation, Hope TV Kenya, across all our social media platforms. Also, you can drop us a text or even a comment on our number 0708 222 323. Right about now, we take a short break for, a cup of water or a glass of water, and then we come back and continue with the conversation.
Get ready, family. From the 26th to the 30th of August, 2025, something powerful is happening at Seaton Valley Road. It's the Family Discipleship Conference 2025. And everyone's invited. Parents, teens, youth, and even golden ages. This one's for you. Our theme this year is Unmasked, inspired by Galatians 5:25, a bold invitation to walk in step with the Spirit as a family and a generation. Daily, from 8:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Come experience deep teaching, vibrant worship, and real conversations that will transform your family life and your walk with God. And we've got a powerhouse speaker lineup just for you. Bishop Callisto Odede, Dr. Shodanke Johnson, Reverend Dr. Emily Obwaka, Bishop Dr. Gibson Anduvate, Ernest Wamboye, Reverend Grace Bukachi, and Reverend Tom Otieno. Whether you're a parent navigating modern challenges, a teen finding your identity, or a youth hungry for truth, this one is for you. Workshops, worship, fun activities, and powerful moments. It's all here. Registration is now open. Secure your spot today by clicking the link below. That is ftc.sitam.org. Registration and the conference is free. Mark your calendar. Bring your crew and let's grow together, unmasked and in step with the Spirit. Sitam Family Discipleship Conference 2025, where generations gather, grow, and go.
To the financial fitness segment right here at Hope TV, where you look and you live. The show is Hope at Dawn, and we are glad that you are tuned in. Remember, Hope TV Kenya across our social media platforms. Drop us a comment or even a text on our number 0708 222 323. How do you survive financial storms? Your experience on the same. That is what we are discussing this morning. And in studio, we have Mr. George Oyuga coming to us from the Kuza Management Limited, and he is giving us those nuggets of wisdom and hoping that you are jotting them down so that also you can apply the same in your life. And George, welcome back. What are some of the most important steps? We are looking now at the important steps that we as individuals can make today so that we can be able to build a financial a safety net and in the process avoid these storm. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you very much. Yeah, at Kuza Asset Management, based on our name suggests a journey. And in that journey, because Kuza means to nurture, what we help people appreciate is that financial freedom or financial well-being is a process. And this process means that it is over and above an event. So where does it begin? It begins by you, first of all, exploring how do I create revenue relationships. That means that if you have a job, we are encouraging you this morning, keep your job. You know, be the best in terms of a steward. Look at your employer as your client, because your client is someone who buys your services or buys your goods. So if your employer pays for your services on a monthly basis, then that's your client. Because when you keep your job, then the stream of revenues or earnings will come in. When those earnings do come in, then we are saying pick a budgeting tool. That budgeting tool will help you be the finance manager of your cash, of your own money. It will direct your money to where it should go, not the other way around, where you come back trying to trace where it went. Then with that, then look around and you will see there are so many good saving vehicles. And the space where you save matters. So don't put your money where moth and rust can, you know. And the first safety net is to check whether the entity you are investing with or saving with is licensed by Capital Markets Authority, if it's investments. Then the other thing again is that the product you're also going into to buy or to save or to put your money into is also licensed and regulated. Because when people at times just move because we are doing what I call in the book money decisions, money decisions have another fuel, which is our emotions. And at times when we fuel that and we allow that to take charge of us, we end up making wrong money decisions. And those ones expose us to money wounds.
Yeah.
When money wounds crystallize, they become financial injuries. So the best thing is to check the authenticity. And as I said earlier on, space, the space where you save matters simply means that the S there is safety. The P there is product safety. Safety of the organization, safety of the product. The A there is access. Are you able to also get your money in time when you need it?
Yeah.
We've taken so many trips along Mombasa Road, boarding some buses from Kencom to go see some beacons. But yes, as we say in French, broti maguta maguta.
French indeed.
French, you know. Yeah. So what happens is that when the A becomes grayed out and you can't press it, you can't access your money, you can't sell your plot, then it simply tells you that you put your money in the wrong place. Because people talk about land banking, is it? Yeah. So indeed it is land banking, but at the end of the day, what are you sacrificing is the access, the liquidity side of things. So if you've not achieved your emergency fund and you're busy accumulating plots, then your model is skewed in the wrong direction. Then the C there is the cost of the space where you are going into. And at times that cost is the opportunity cost. And remember, when we were beginning the conversation, I talked about banking being the least that you can do. So if me and the three of us, we have 1,000 bob each, none of us would succeed talking to our branch manager at the bank to say, boss, can we discuss something? I have 3 zeros on the right of the one. You know, they'll just dismiss us. But that's 1,000 shillings in a money market fund can earn you up to 12%. Per annum. So that already tells you that the opportunity cost of having my money in the bank, however little it was, and having it in a money market fund, the money market fund was a better and wise decision. Then the other bit on the space model is the E, which is the earnings. Now with earnings, then you're asking yourself, am I getting anything from where I am? And that's now the biggest differentiator between the flow sets and the assets. Because we acquire flow sets, we think they are assets, but they don't score on the E. And even in the financial space, if someone is giving you E for earning, they will most of the time lock you from A for access. Look at fixed deposits. The moment you say, I forfeit access, then you're given interest. When you say, I want both, no one gives you. If you want to access, they break the earnings, the interest. So it tells you that a money market fund is actually a gift to our society today. And the other advantage people need to take advantage of is compound interest. Because young people like ourselves, well, I'm counting myself with you guys, but I know my age. Young people like you guys, you should take advantage of time horizon. And it's a gift that many young people they know, but they don't know they have it. Compound interest works wonders. It's actually, I think, the 8th wonder of the world because of how it can multiply you towards where you're going. Start some of these journeys early. You don't need to save the whole bit. Compound interest will come in, assist you, both hands, and it will get you to where you want to go. It contributes the bigger chunk compared to the raw injections that you do there.
Wow, powerful. And I think I'm looking at your book here, and I've seen something quite interesting that I think I would love for you to break it down. You say here money decisions are different from financial decisions. Help us understand what this means and, with relation to what we are talking about today. How do these decisions affect how well we weather through financial storms?
Okay. Yeah, good. I think the premise to that is the fact that finance is taught in school, but money is not. There's a difference between the two. Because when you make financial decisions, number one is that you actually close the doors and windows to emotions. Yeah, but when you make money decisions, you seek that gratification and your emotions control some of the things that you do. Most of the time, financial decisions would actually be what a financial advisor like myself would be telling you, because I'm not vested in whatever feeling you will feel. As we are looking at, the end goal is X. And that is what you would find whenever you come to a financial therapist, for example, and we sit down. We just say, okay, fine, we know in this space we handle emotions, but at the end of the day, we'll be doing it from an empathy point of view, but at the same time pushing you towards changing that from a money decision to a financial decision. So money decisions, on the other hand, will be driven by your emotions. That is why someone could come back to their senses after they've placed a bet on the entire school fees. This week there'll be people crying. Schools are opening. And they may be feeling like, if I could just do this, end month, there are people who cry because you've pushed money that was meant to pay rent into a different space. That was a money decision, because the most rational decision, if you were to sit down and ask yourself what is the best thing to do, then that would be a financial one. And many people don't do that. So when we make money decisions, we expose ourselves to money wounds. Those money wounds become financial injuries. Those financial injuries then start informing our behaviors in one way or another. Because in my background, I combine finance and counseling psychology to now blend into financial therapy. To just try and appreciate that, by the way, we have these things. And even in that book, what I do is that at the end of every chapter, I'm giving someone an opportunity to get themselves into a therapy room. Tough questions there. And I think that's what you've looked at. Tough questions. And you look at all that and ask yourself, in this, where have I been making money decisions in my journey? Because we're all products of nature and nurture. And along the paths, along the ways, there are wounds we kept picking. We kept picking as we were coming. So those are things that we help people to also come out of.
In the same breath, you have interacted with different people from different backgrounds, different classes even. What is that one financial lesson that you wish someone learned before they encountered their first financial crisis, financial storm?
I think it's in the what I say, and I quote that in the book. There's someone called Frank Ocean. He said that when people are happy, they enjoy the music. But when they are sad, they understand the lyrics.
That's a good one.
So my desire, my wish, my prayer for anyone, before they even touch their first salary, is please understand the lyrics before, while you're still happy. Because that way then you'll always make the right decisions. Because as you said earlier on, success is not in how much people earn. We've seen people who don't understand the lyrics, but they are receiving a lot of cash. They are receiving a lot of income, for example, and that means that their dance will end the same way as anyone else. So success will be in what's the level of financial literacy that you've acquired, because that will help you make financial decisions as opposed to money decisions.
All right. And I mean, maybe someone is watching us this morning and this topic is dear to them because they are probably in a financial storm. They've just encountered a financial breakdown. So how can we help them to get back up?
Okay. One of the ways is to allow them to access an opportunity for financial therapy, which is a good thing. There's a website I have, which is moneydancetherapy.com. So I'm trying to also help people and the like. Once they are healed from that room, then now we can show them where to invest. At that particular point, now I'll be telling them, okay, fine, now you want to invest, let me now guide you to Kuza, for example. We start there because the whole journey now, before the investment, is the savings, so that we get ourselves somewhere. So moneydancetherapy.com would be one way. Even reaching out to us, for example, at Kuza, Oyuga at kuza.africa. That would also be another opportunity. But the best thing is those engagements. Let's get people talking. I like the wave we're having around now, around financial literacy, because I see so many people pushing conversations in YouTube, for example. We are also big on financial literacy. In fact, even our CEO was awarded the other day, recognized as one of the top CEOs when it comes to pushing the financial literacy agenda, Mr. James Mose. So what we say here is that let's get ourselves talking. And the best thing is talk at our level, talk also going downwards to our children. Help them interact with money conversations early enough, not financial. Yes, money conversations. Because money conversations will help them see where those are wounds, you know. Then with that, then they'll start saying, I need financial information. Then they'll get financial information and then make financial decisions. So we do that. That's the only way we'll fulfill Proverbs 13:21. Wise man and woman leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Meaning, you danced enough with your money to satisfy you. You dance to satisfy those who are below, and even after them. Because grandchildren means that there is another generation in between here and the like. And then you see, for us, the burden is that we also must dance to support upwards. Because I think we are the last guys who are doing black tax.
With the generation that is
those guys.
Those guys.
My friend.
No, man.
Kwanza with some of us who na ulikuanga kwa TV.
Wewe
unafanya kazi Kuza wewe.
How?
It will be tougher for us. So we are the last ones supporting upwards. Now you see we have to support upwards, support horizontally, support again going down. Ensure things are good.
Let's mention when one finds himself or herself in a financial storm, would you advise them to rush to acquire a loan to sort themselves, or so that's one aspect of it. And number two, maybe you are in a financial storm and you had a loan. Does it become a priority, or how do you then navigate? Because now I feel you are in sort of two storms.
Two storms. Number one is that if the loan you're going for is not going to be pushed to an investment, and most of the time we discourage people from investing what they've borrowed. Because the reality on the ground is that today, for you to get a loan, other than loans from employers who at times put that thing people call interest rates. I don't like calling it that way because it's not in your interest. I call it the cost of borrowing.
The cost of borrowing.
The cost of borrowing is normally higher than most of the investment opportunities around. Look at it this way. Today, for you to get a loan from a bank, I think you'll be charged upwards of 14 to 16%, depending on where you are on the credit rating. Is it? Now, money market funds, the simplest space you can go to currently, I think we at Kuza are among the highest, giving around 12%. So it already tells you that anyone who goes for a loan today fulfills scripture. The borrower is at the mercy of the lender. That becomes your first employer, because you must work for them with this money to pay them back before you pay yourself. So if you're borrowing at 14, you must get a space that will give you a return of 16 for you to keep 2%. So there are many people out here who are busy, but they are not in business. You see? You are busy, but not in business. Exactly. So the advice there is that do not borrow to sort a problem, because you're creating a new problem. Remember earlier on I said, if you discover you're in a pit, the first thing you should do is stop digging. So that is digging. Then number two is to say that if this money is not getting invested in a space that you've seen is higher, and you're not gambling, Because this is not your money.
No.
Yeah, you're not gambling. You're very sure this is what return I'll get, which I'm saying is rare. Yeah? Then don't do that. Most of the lenders we have around, including bank institutions, they are people. Behind the brand, they are people.
Yeah.
And some of them very human. So all one needs to do is, can you go there and negotiate the repayment terms? You can get your loan stretched a bit and come back a bit maybe lower in terms of payment.
Yeah.
Yes, the horizon itself will still cost you, but at least you'll have gotten a breather. Go and renegotiate the terms, approach these people and see how they can. Some of them even give you a holiday where you don't need to sort yourself out first, then you'll come back and you'll pick it up from here.
Okay.
Behind these brands we see, most of them, they're human. Yeah, so renegotiate that if you can, and so that at the end of the day, you are able to save yourself rather than dig another pit. Yeah, to try. You know, it's like digging another hole to cover another hole.
Yeah.
Doesn't take you anywhere. Yeah. That's like sitting on a rocking chair. It keeps you moving, but it's not taking you anywhere. Yeah.
Okay, I see our time is far much spent, but I would love for us to also ask ourselves this question. What are some of the faith principles that we can apply, especially when we find ourselves in financial storms?
Financial storms. Well, I like borrowing from Matthew chapter 25 because in that parable of the talents, I have the whole spectrum. And actually, that's the basis of the book that I wrote. I have the whole spectrum of all those dance arenas that one, as a Christian, needs to look at. If we have from verse 14 of Matthew 25 to 30, the parable of the talent, the rich man is going on a safari. And he has something that most of us don't have. It's called strategy. His strategy is that as I go on a safari, when I come back, my 8 talents should be 16. Doubling.
Yeah.
Me and you, when we go out on safaris, what happens? We come back with selfies. Zero strategy, the bank.
Yes.
You know, that's what
all.
we do. Then the other thing he recognizes is that he has people, servants, and he has assets. Those are the 2 things that will bail you out. And if the Bible tells us that, and I like the way that particular passage begins.
Yeah.
You know, in the Lord's Prayer, we have, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Yeah.
So when Christ talks about the kingdom of God is like, please pause, because a heavenly principle is about to be downloaded, which fulfills that Lord's Prayer.
Yeah.
Let your will be done on earth, because now you're bringing a principle from above to now operate here. So when he says the kingdom of heaven or the kingdom of God is like a rich man that went on a journey, there's a financial principle being downloaded there.
Yeah.
And you saw most of us, as from a faith perspective, we end up at becoming good givers. But the Bible is encouraging us to become kingdom financiers. There's a difference between those 2 levels. And a kingdom financier will operate in the kingdom principles. So the servants, he talks about the servants, there's a relationship aspect. The servants each get a talent, there is the earning, is it? Then, do you know even the guy of 1 talent did not eat capital, did not lose it?
No.
Yeah.
The capital was intact
Yeah.
when he came back. So meaning all of them tick the box on saving, is it? Then 2 of them now move to the next level of investments. 5 talents, 5 more. 2 talents, 2 more. Is it? Then only 1 of them moved to the next level from investments to wealth. While he's at the banquet, someone is tapping him and telling him, you've been added 1 more.
Yeah.
From the guy who didn't have.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's the principle.
Yeah.
We do that, and then we trust God. God gives us the ideas to help us be able to get there.
Yeah.
We promised in Deuteronomy that it is He who gives us the power to make well. Yeah.
Awesome.
Amen.
George, we need to call it a day call it a morning.
Yes.
I tell you, time does really fly.
Yeah.
Especially when you are learning, when you're being challenged, you know, it does really fly. But before we allow you leave, maybe your parting shot, and also how we can get in touch with you, maybe how we can connect with you.
And the book too.
Oh, yes.
The book,
About
thank
it.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, the book is available at Nuria bookstores. For those who read us, I'm sure you know Nuria.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's an audio version available in the website moneydancetherapy.com where one can do that. But on all these other conversations, I'm available at Kuza Asset Management Limited. Our offices are here at Prism Towers. We are there on the 12th floor, 3rd Ngong Avenue. That's where we are, under our website, kuza.africa. Then we have an app, meaning we are present even at the palm of your hands, through your phones. Just download the Kuza Asset Management app, and you'll be able to interact with us. Yeah, it's a user-friendly platform, and that way then you'll go to at least get to interact more. Those who would want a conversation, Oyuga at kuza.africa. Yes, an email would do.
Yes.
And yes, we get talking.
Yeah, and we get dancing.
And we get dancing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much.
No, I don't want to be a cashier of my money. I'm still stuck there. What still? I don't want to be an auditor
Of your money.
of my own money. Yet I'm the person who earned that money. But then all of a sudden I'm converted into an auditor of that money. Yeah, so thank you for those nuggets. Thank you for the challenge as well.
Yes.
And even for helping us, opening our eyes in as far as money matters are concerned. And it's a conversation that we can never exhaust.
That's
so
true.
we definitely will continue with this conversation so that we become better people, better stewards of that which we have been given. So lots and lots of wisdom that I have learned. I have seen a text message here, someone saying, where is it? Sir David says, I need to change from auditor to manager of the little that I get. I want to make my money dance the way I want. Money won't make me dance the way it wants.
Wow, that's a resolution.
I know, right?
My mom is also tuning here saying, I like the interview. You know, she has gotten so much knowledge from what we are discussing today. And that's what I love about these conversations. They cut across, you know, also adding that the parable interpretation, I love it, love it, love it. So thank you so much, George, for this profound conversation that we've had on financial storms. I think for me, my resolve today is to make financial decisions, not money decisions that are led by emotions.
Oh, yes.
You know, for me, that one has really stood out for me because I believe that we are always caught up in that limbo of which kind of decision am I making? Is it a money decision? Is it a financial decision? And I believe we need to make more financial decisions and put our emotions away. Tuliambiwa pesa haina feelings.
And the last thing is when people are happy, they enjoy the music. When they are sad, they understand the lyrics. Most people, those lyrics come to hit when you get to retirement. So what I'm saying is, please plan for your retirement.
As soon as now.
Start now.
Now.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
In regards to the Kuza family, and also Sitam Thika Road.
Amen. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so very much. And thank you for tuning in to today's show. Indeed, you share this with someone who they need to listen to this also, so that you enjoy also financial and money freedom as well. God willing, we could do this again tomorrow morning. And tomorrow, being one day at a time, we'll be looking at Beyond Epilepsy. This we will be looking at our story of love, and we'll be hosting Reverend Frederick Belchi and Sally Njenga. This is a husband and a wife, as we talk about Beyond Epilepsy. Their love story is what we will be looking at. That is tomorrow morning. From me, George Gishoro, it is to wish you a blessed and a fruitful day ahead. Kwaheri for now.
And my name is Beatrice Nudi. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day.